I hope you were there till third step, correct?
No, I think I didn't come to this part actually. I was waiting and I was talking.
Okay.
I think we were in first tab only. I think almost I lost 10 minutes. We were in, can you go to the Oracle PA tab notes? Yeah, here we were talking about OUs. I was asking one example, then I lost you.
Okay.
Okay.
Here,
Yeah.
operating unit level, we do a setups. Each operating
Okay.
unit.
I think I have one small question. I think, yeah, I think you might have answered, but see, if you see here, legal entity US and US one, forget about SOB, but here operating unit, two different operating units. That means for US one operating unit, US one operating unit. For example,
Yes.
like you said, we can have multiple operating units for one legal entity. Can you give me
Correct.
one example why we need, for example, if you are a customer, why you need two operating units?
Two operating units because my organization definition is I want to operate my business. Okay. I have a products and services. Okay. I want to set up a project as a separate operating unit because all product related transaction I want to process as a one. Then I have a services. I want to maintain that as a service. That is one example because that is my decision as a customer. I may have a same ledger, same set of company. Some customer, what they do, they have a some kind of joint ventures. Okay, I have my own business, I have other business which I do with something with somebody else, correlation. Okay, the time I want to maintain my books is separate, correct, and the
Yeah.
joint venture is separate. And also I have a multiple verticals of business because if you go with a GE and all, no, plenty
Yeah.
operating, hundreds of operating unit you will find in the system because
Okay.
they will have that much. It depends on the services, how the enterprise has been. Okay, example, even the location they made it as an operating unit. If example, if it's India, in US, they want to make it a US. Okay, South America, North America. South
Yeah.
America one side, North America as another side.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Different way they can, depends on the how customer want. That's why we are trying to understand what is their enterprise structure.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Here, application and implementation methodology. This is the methodology which we follow when you are implementing any kind of system. Mainly, we have a 6 phases here: definition, operational analysis, solution design, build, transition, and production. In this case, the first phase, like when project manager will plan a project and they will hire a resource and they will plan a budget. Okay, what they want to spend, what is the duration, what are the resources. This will be done in an initial stage. Once everybody join, they will start doing a, like they will do a kickoff instance, gather everybody and saying that we are hitting the project from today and we want to go with the further processes. After kickoff done, the next activity as a consultant you will start, that is a requirement gathering. Because in this phase, you want to understand what are the requirements you want to collect it from the customer. In that process, it's not only collection of the requirement what you need, you want to understand what is customer current process model. Okay, how they are maintaining their project, how they are billing the project, how they are billing to customer, how they are doing a costing. All this they has to do it. In this case, when you are doing this, they should know what was the requirement current process. You will understand in the functional document. They will share their current process model, and also you need to prepare a questionnaire to what to ask, because in a real time you will have a requirement gathering session where we will go with a list of questions and we will ask the questions. When getting an answer, we will get answers from them. Okay,
Right.
after that we are going to use that requirement to fill next thing, operational analysis. Because you got a question, you got a current process, you have to identify what are the gaps which we need to fill. Okay, when you say gap, that gap will be it could be a gap of configuration, technical gap. When you say technical gap, in the sense we need to write some code or customization to achieve something with a solution perspective. That time you have to know what is the gaps we had been identified and what are the gaps we need to fill. After that, you will go with the third phase, that is a critical phase, solution design. You are going to design an application. Okay, with design instance, you have to prepare your configuration document, you have to come with your customization, what you want to do, what are the setups, all this you have to MD50, MD70 will do a consultant technical, and MD50 as a functional consultant, you will write a MD50 for the custom components. And also you have to prepare your configuration document, you have to prepare BR30, all this you have to prepare it. Then after you design a solution, then you will go with the build phase. You will get a system, then you will get configuring that based on your design. When you are configuring that, you have to configure, because as I mentioned, you have to prepare a BR100, that is a configuration document. By looking that, you have to set up the system. Like that time, it will become the enterprise structure. You see here, this will be configured by legal entity, will configure by HR. Okay, locations and legal entity. Ledger will configure by finance. Operating unit will configure by from the finance or HR. Then as a project consultant, once this is done, you have to start configuring our project's module setups. Okay? Like this, everybody should start AP, AR, GL, everybody, they will do their configuration. Once the configuration is done, you will write a test. You have to test and you have to see there is something called CRP, conference room pilot. Before we go with the final design, we have to show to the business, yes, we got a requirement from you a couple of weeks back. We went to analysis, we designed a system that we want to show you. Okay, this is what we discuss, this is what we are going to do for you. That is called conference room pilot, where business will see our first reaction on the system. Okay, in here you will walk through the business. Okay, this is what high level. Okay, you will walk through it, then they will ask plenty of questions, they will get an answer to them. In this process also they might suggest some changes, they might be tell something, but we will understand different way, but we will come to know here what we got here, what we designed here. Okay, then after that, if it's there, okay, fine, CRPs went well, they adjusted a couple of changes, the improvisations, yes, you do it. Then again you do a same setup after changes, SIT, system integration test. Here you will test with the application with third party on Oracle and non-Oracle integration. It could be any product, it could be SAP, Microsoft, because as an organization they may use any product for their business purpose. Okay, they use for procurement one module or one software, they use for financial Oracle projects, Oracle expenses, some other module they might use. That integration they will test along with our design. Then UAT, user acceptance test, end user will test it. Then these two level you have to do a configuration, you have to do a user training. Okay, user trainings you have to do. For that you have to prepare a document, what we need to train, because for user is new, no, the technology is new, the system is new, you have to train them with the navigation. Then you have to do a data migration if is applicable. Data migration says from the legacy system, it would be a multiple ways. Somebody will do a data migration by using some tools like more for apps, somebody they will be doing by API code. Okay, it depends on the design how the project has taken a call, they has to do a data migration. Then after you do data migration, you do in SIT, UAT, people will test it, end user will go and test it. Then we has to go with the go live thing, where you do an entire setup. After all the fixes, we will go and set it up in the production environment before go live date, and you do all activity which you did in UAT and SIT configuration and data migration, everything. Then it will give a system and will give a post implementation support, that is called warranty support. Depends on the contract what we agreed, month, 2 months or 3 months, then we'll support it. Then it will hand over to the support engagement client or customer or the vendor will hand over to them, this is what we implemented, this is what the system it is. So that our work is done in an implementation side if you go with the implementation cycle methodology.
Got it. So these configurations and all what we do in UAT can be copied, or just they have to, the functional consultant has to go.
In R12, we don't have a copy thing. Okay, we have in cloud only. Okay, we have a tool. Some of the clients they use the tool data loader or some configuration methodology. They use it. Okay, if they have many operating units and all, but doesn't have a copy from one instance to other. Not in mainly in R12 environment. It is there in cloud. Something called functional setup manager. There they can do it. But in R12, we don't have. But we use some tools, data loader, something wherever we have a large volume of data, something like that.
So you copy the data in some staging table, then you load it or something like that.
No, we will prepare a data loader in a spreadsheet. DL data loader is there for Oracle data loader one.
Oh, okay. You will upload normally. Okay.
Yeah, upload manner.
Oh.
That like that will use. Over this process of cycle, you may have plenty of functional document, but I don't want to confuse it. Should be very clear what we are doing it. Business process, business requirement, design. Okay, then current process, BP and test scripts. Okay, you may add a module design is MD50. Okay, either MD50 or MD70, you may write here also. Okay, you may write here MD50 also because you want to prepare that gap.
Okay.
For these custom components. Then test scripts anyway you will write it because end user has to test, you have to write it, and the training material you have to be, because when you involve all these stages, then you will be a better consultant rather than when you say I don't know this, I will not participate, what is business requirement, then you are losing opportunity saying that I don't know.
To understand the business.
Yes, take it. Okay, somebody can be there. See, that is the key thing. See, setting up a system, configuring a system, testing, anybody can do, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
That you need to see. That's why I'm explaining this. But many people they just go directly with a module context and go do. But the methodology is when somebody asks how many end-to-end implementations, they are asking you question, have you been participated all this cycle how many times? Simple as that. Correct? When you participated one time, 2 times, 3 times, there is a difference, correct, of experience.
Right.
That we have to, when they say that end to end, what you've been participated, you have to say that I have been this level, I had been there, this level I had been there, this level I had been there, all these levels I had been there. This is my role. I collect a requirement, I identify the gaps, write a MD50, prepare a BR100, prepare a test case, and setting up a system, preparing a test plan, and doing a test like making a test execution, training a super user, training an end user, doing a data conversion, and we support a post production. There is a lot to, correct? But until you know the process, you don't know what to say. I say that I work implementation, I work as a configuration test, but there should be some kind of link.
Yeah.
Then only it will be easy to understand for anybody, for yourself also.
Yeah.
Okay, that we need to make sure. Okay, we'll meet you tomorrow then.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah,
thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.